Okay, now guys, I just want to go and try to export or import Google Fonts. And let's just go to our layout.js here. You would see we have import, then this I think this is it's a method. It's like a prop. And we're getting that from this next font Google path. So let's have to go and import Open Sans. And that generated that Open Sans. And it has this, you'll see it generated this automatically for me. The subsets for Open Sans. How about if I try to go and say import Roboto? Do we see? We do see that there's that Roboto. So if we try to go and set this up, let's have a const Roboto. I think Roboto. Is that okay? Roboto. Then let's have Roboto. Open and close parenthesis. Instead of that, let's create an object. And we do see some options that are being provided for us. So we can say weight of 400. Or I think we need to have that enclosed in array invocation operators. Save that. We have failed to compile. We're seeing failed to compile here. So you do see that it's telling us we need to specify some subsets. So that's different kinds of characters that we can try to specify here. Let's try to do that. Let's say subsets. Let's have Latin. And let's save that. Let's see. Unhandled error. What's this? Inter. What are we getting here? So why is this not happening? I think it's on the page. Where's that layout.jsx? We have a body and we have this interclass name. Let's try to first. Let's try to delete this. So that's still saying that we don't want that. Let's try to remove this for the meantime. And we do have that. That did work. I think so. So let's try to go and so we do see here class name. I think we'll have to curly brackets here. Let's use the backtick $sign Roboto. And that did that work? Let's say we say this 700 and that's working. We do see that we can also specify perhaps 400 and 700. That's so we can have those as options for us. And we did just use the Roboto, and then we're accessing the dot class name through this template literal syntax. Now let's try to go and work on configuring this with Tailwind. Let's say I want to have a variable here, and let's just have a font Roboto, And then let's try to go to our Tailwind config. Now let's try to explore how we can set up. You will see we have a background image, and it has that gradient as a property. So let's try to go and add perhaps font family. Then we want to set this up as an object, and then inside of it we can say roboto, then an array literal. Let's have that var font roboto. We're seeing an unexpected token here. Let's see. I think that's because we're using font family. That should be camel case. And let's have to compile that. So if I try to remove this, let's see. I think that's 1011. Should we global CSS webpack? Why is that not working? Unexpected token, expected this. We are using that. Let me just try to cut this first. Let's see what will that be doing. We're still compiling incorrectly. Layout, we have font roboto. We set up a variable here, and then we're trying to pass in a font family. I think this should be double quotes. Then 11 font family. Okay, I think the issue, we have var font roboto. I think we forgot to put this inside of an array. And there we go. We do see that working. So it's pretty important that you use an array literal for your font here. And we do see that that's working. And again, if I just specify 400, what will happen? Okay. So we have the font weight, subsets, the variable that we've set, and we've set that up also here in our extend for the font family. So I think we can try to hook up lots of fonts here if we have two fonts. So we can actually try to explore how we can try to utilize two fonts here. I think we'll just have to declare another const variable and import another font. What if, for example, we import Montserrat? Are we all going to be able to also do this? And I think we can also try to pass in here. Let's try to test this out. What if we have a Montserrat, that class name? Will this work? Am I getting it correctly? Montserrat. Will this work? So this is something that we can try to further explore on. Do we need to have it on a different... I think that's working. Okay, so did that change the font? Let's see, what's the font right now? Font family. Can we find the computed value? Where's our font family? Where are you? Just think we can go here. Can we find the font family here? Do we see? We do see the Montserrat as a fallback. Can we specify Roboto here? And let's see, if I say class name, then I think we need to specify that Roboto, font Roboto. What did that do? And that's for the home. Let's see. We are getting that font family, font Roboto, that we have set up here, right? And I think we can also set up Montserrat var. I just want to test things out here. And in the layout, of course, we have to also change this variable. And here we can just specify 400, for example. So we do have that happening for the font Roboto. But if we just specify Montserrat, we can see that is this changing? Let's say I want this to have just 400. But it's accessing the whole body. So I think we should not be placing all of it on the body element. But we can perhaps try to pass that in here. Backtick and then here. Okay, so we now have two fonts working for us, right? So we can see that this is in the body, we have the Roboto, and in the navigation, we have font Montserrat working. That's pretty cool, right?